So here's a question worth asking. What actually makes the best smart home ecosystem in 2026? More devices or smarter automation? Honestly, it's neither, and that's what most videos get wrong. We tested 6 major platforms this year to figure out which smart home ecosystem actually delivers real total automation, not just a bunch of apps that barely talk to each other. You'll see exactly how each one handles privacy, AI, and device compatibility. Trust me, don't skip to. Number 6, Xiaomi Home. Rounding out the list is Xiaomi Home, the ecosystem most people overlook but shouldn't, especially if budget is a real factor in how far you can automate your space. Xiaomi has built one of the largest catalogs of affordable smart devices anywhere in the world. Sensors, plugs, cameras, vacuums, and lighting that routinely cost a fraction of comparable Nest or Ring hardware. And unified them all under a single, genuinely well-designed app rather than the fragmented mesh Xiaomi's ecosystem used to be a few years ago. The Xiaomi Smart Hub 2 acts as the central controller, supporting Zigbee 3.0 and Matter, and its build quality has improved considerably, now shipping in a compact, minimalist enclosure rather than the purely functional plastic bricks of earlier generations. Where Xiaomi Home genuinely stands out in 2026 is value per automation point. You can build a genuinely comprehensive whole home setup with dozens of sensors and endpoints for a fraction of what a comparable Apple or Google build would cost. Matter compatibility means Xiaomi devices now integrate cleanly into Google Home, Amazon Alexa, or Apple Home if you want a different voice assistant on top, giving you Xiaomi's hardware value without locking you out of a more polished primary ecosystem. This is the pick for anyone building out a large multi-room automation setup on a real budget, without sacrificing the breadth of sensors and devices that total automation actually requires. Number 5, Home Assistant. If total control is what you're after, Home Assistant is, without exaggeration, the most powerful smart home platform that exists in 2026, and it's completely free and open source. Running as self-hosted software, most commonly on a dedicated Home Assistant green or yellow box, or a Raspberry Pi you configure yourself. This platform gives you complete local control with zero mandatory cloud dependency, meaning your automations, camera feeds, and voice commands never have to leave your house unless you specifically want them to. The hardware itself is minimal and utilitarian, essentially a small local server, because the real product here is the software. An automation engine so deep it supports scripting, templating, and thousands of community-built integrations covering nearly every smart device ever released, including plenty of orphaned or unofficially supported gear that no commercial ecosystem would touch. Security is genuinely enterprise-grade, with VPN integration for remote access and zero telemetry sent back to any company. The catch is obvious. This isn't a plug-and-play experience, and getting real value out of Home Assistant means being comfortable with some light configuration, YAML files, and community forums when you hit an edge case. But for anyone willing to invest that time, you get a system with no subscription fees, no vendor lock-in, and automation logic limited only by your own imagination. This is the pick for the technically inclined user who wants to own their smart home outright. Number 4, Samsung SmartThings. Samsung SmartThings earns its spot here as the automation power users ecosystem, the one built for people who actually want to get under the hood. Centered around the SmartThings Station or the EATEC SmartThings Hub v3, this platform simultaneously supports Zigbee, Z-Wave, and Matter, which matters enormously if you've accumulated devices across several protocol generations, since most competing hubs handle Matter well but treat older Zigbee and Z-Wave gear as an afterthought. SmartThings runs local edge drivers for a growing number of device categories, meaning core automations keep working even if your internet goes down, a genuine advantage over cloud-dependent competitors. The build quality across Samsung's hub hardware is understated and functional rather than flashy, designed to disappear into a shelf rather than sit as a centerpiece. Where SmartThings really stands out is its automation engine. The app's rule builder lets you construct genuinely complex, multi-condition routines that factor in presence, time, sensor states, and even weather data, giving you Home Assistant-level flexibility without needing to write a single line of code. It also integrates natively with Samsung's own appliance ecosystem, so your washer, fridge, and thermostat report status directly into the same automations as your lights and locks. This is the pick for the tinkerer who wants deep customization and cross-protocol support without going fully open source. Number 3. Amazon Alexa with Echo Hub. Amazon Alexa remains the most open and widely supported ecosystem on this list, and the Echo Hub is what pulls that sprawling device catalog into one coherent, beginner-friendly system. We're talking compatibility with well over 100,000 smart home devices, which is simply a different scale than any competitor here. Backed by a genuinely useful 8-inch touchscreen dashboard, built-in Zigbee and Thread radios, and native Matter controller support baked directly into the hub rather than bolted on. What's genuinely new in 2026 is contextual AI. Alexa has moved past simple voice commands into predictive behavior, anticipating routines based on time, occupancy sensors, and past patterns, then adjusting lighting, climate, and security automatically rather than waiting to be told. Setup is guided and approachable, which makes the Echo Hub the easiest entry point for anyone new to whole home automation. While power users still get deep customization through Alexa routines, letting you chain triggers across dozens of devices from different brands in a single automation. It integrates tightly with Ring and Blink for security, and Amazon's aggressive Matter adoption means third-party devices pair in seconds rather than requiring proprietary skills. The trade-off is privacy. Alexa still collects more cloud data than Apple or newer Google builds, though 2020 SIX's expanded deletion controls help. This is the pick for larger households running mixed-brand devices who want maximum flexibility without maximum complexity. Number 2. Google Home with Nest Hub Max. For most households, Google Home built around the Nest Hub Max is genuinely the most complete automation experience you can buy in 2026, and it's largely because Google's AI has quietly become the smartest assistant in this category. The Nest Hub Max packs a 10-inch touchscreen display alongside a wide-angle camera used for face match recognition and gesture controls, so you can pause a timer or see who's at the door with a wave instead of a voice command, and its far-field microphone array picks up requests reliably even with music playing. What sets Google Home apart in 2026 is predictive automation. The system is now genuinely proactive, learning your patterns and adjusting routines like lighting, temperature, and security arming without you programming a single rule, something Google's engineers built directly into the newer Gemini-powered assistant layer. It's a strong Thread border router and Matter controller out of the box, integrates deeply with Nest thermostats, cameras, and doorbells, and its Android integration means notifications and quick settings sync seamlessly if that's your phone platform. Privacy has historically been Google's weak point, but the 2026 privacy dashboard finally gives users granular control over what gets stored and for how long. This is the pick for anyone who wants the single most capable, forward-thinking automation brain in their home, regardless of what phone is in their pocket. Number 1. Apple Home with HomePod. If privacy is non-negotiable for you, Apple Home built around the HomePod is the ecosystem to beat in 2026. Apple's entire architecture is designed around on-device processing, Siri requests, HomeKit secure videos face recognition, and most automation logic all run locally on your HomePod or Apple TV rather than round-tripping through the cloud, which is a meaningful difference if you're camera-heavy or just don't want your daily routines logged on someone else's server. The HomePod itself packs a full-range woofer and tweeter array tuned by Apple's own audio software, wrapped in a mesh fabric enclosure that looks more like a design object than a speaker, and it doubles as a Thread border router and Matter controller, meaning it can natively coordinate low-power sensors and locks without needing a separate hub. The trade-off is device selection. HomeKit's certification process is strict, so the compatible device catalog is smaller than Google's or Amazon's, though Matter has meaningfully closed that gap by letting third-party devices join Apple Home without needing official HomeKit certification anymore. Automations trigger reliably and fast, and HomeKit Secure Video offers genuine end-to-end encrypted camera storage, something neither Google nor Amazon fully matches. This is the pick for iPhone households who want a locked-down, dependable system and are willing to trade some device flexibility for peace of mind. And that's a wrap on the best smart home ecosystems for total automation in 2026. Whether you go Apple for privacy, Google for smarter AI, Amazon for flexibility, SmartThings for cross-protocol control, Home Assistant for total ownership, or Xiaomi to stretch your budget further, there's a real answer here for your setup. All the pricing and links we mentioned are down in the description and pinned in the top comment, so go grab those before they change. If this video actually helped you pick a direction, smash that like button. It genuinely helps more than you'd think. And if you're serious about building out your smart home the right way, subscribe and turn on notifications, because we've got more breakdowns like this coming. Thanks for sticking around. See you in the next one.